Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to Maury County Public Schools Game Day, Week 2 here in Columbia, Tennessee, as we are bringing you all the news from around Maury County Public Schools and this week's high school football games. Thank you guys for joining us as we come to you from Lindsey Nelson Stadium, home of Jim Cartwright Field, the Marion Will Hoyt Press Box, and all the names that are names around Maury County. I'm Chris Yao, joined as always by the legend Drake Colley.
In my own mind. In my own mind.
He's
legend
a
in my
legend.
own mind.
Legend indeed. Legend indeed.
And about out of time.
And alongside Drake, we have the man Eric Perryman down on the far end, Coach Keith Stacy next to him, and the Maury County Public Schools Athletics Director Chris Pointer to my right, your left as you watch on the screen. We are live on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. And Drake, could we have asked for better weather?
I don't think so.
We might could have asked, but I don't know that we would have gotten it even if we had asked.
We're right here in front of the, on the west end zone is where this is. Right in
Nobody
between,
eats
right in
soggy
between
waffles? I don't know.
Right in between the end zone and the concession stand, and I don't know if there could be. And on the other side of the concession stand, you know what's going on at the Maury County Park? The Maury County Fair. Is there a more exciting with the football game tonight? The fair here at the Maury County Park.
College football started last night.
Have you got my song queued up?
Man,
have you got my song queued up?
It is going to be one of the best nights in the world. Do you know why? What are we gonna do tonight, Drake?
We're gonna, just crank it up. How? That's right. We're going to celebrate tonight, folks. It's Labor Day weekend.
That's right. It is Labor Day
weekend.
Down,
shake it up a little bit.
We're going to try not to get muted on YouTube now.
No,
okay?
We're not going to get muted. That was just a little shot of love, Chris. That wasn't the whole song.
Clayton says he's got plenty of licenses. He's got plenty of licenses. We're good.
And I know my station.
That's got to be one of the songs on the license.
And I know our station manager has our back. When it comes to that YouTube stuff.
Do
right?
the best we can.
But tonight, Battle Creek travels just a few miles south down here into Columbia, the heart of Columbia, Maury County Park, Lindsey Nelson Stadium on Jim Cartwright Field, as they are playing their first varsity schedule, Keith Stacy, and it's they took their lumps week 1. Okay, the Mount Pleasant went up to Battle Creek and took care of business in kind of a extreme way, so to speak. Now they can come down here to Columbia, kind of play a little bit better football for head coach Justin Burham.
Yeah, well, you know that this week in the Battle Creek camp, they're looking for some positives. They're looking for some things on film that they can build upon, and obviously they're going to be looking to correct some of those mistakes that coaches always find in film study. Coming in here tonight to face this Columbia Lions team, which lost last week as well, on this brand new field behind us, which is beautiful, by the way.
Look at that.
Absolutely beautiful. The whole stadium looks great, but it's not. Again, it's another tall task for Battle Creek coming in here, their first road game.
And like you said, both teams lost last week. Both teams are going to be hungry, Chris Pointer.
You played celebration now. Only one gets to celebrate. Second week in a row.
I was just celebrating because it's Labor Day weekend. Yeah. The fair is right over there. The football's behind us. We're in the spot. This is the spot right here.
We have every reason to celebrate. We'll find out later if one of these teams has something to celebrate.
There you go. Chris Pointer, what do you think?
It's a beautiful night. As we talked about at Battle Creek last week, I think we understand and know that Battle Creek's going to take their lumps a little bit. They're trying to figure their way out. They're in this varsity schedule. But I think 4 or 5 years from now, we're going to be talking about them making a deep run in the playoffs and possibly a state championship. They're right there on that borderline, so they're going to start drawing kids and families in from over that border. Houses are being built left and right, so they got to take their lumps to get to where they're trying to get to. But I fully expect for them to be in the conversation down the road, and I'm not worried at all about the bumps and bruises that they're going to be taking, over this course of the year.
And right before the Game Day show came on, we did our Front Porch Sports Radio Hour from the Marion Will Hoyt press box in the Dan James Media Center. And Clayton Harris, the Claw, because he's ever knowing and ever seeing, brought up the fact that he's pretty sure that Columbia Central gave Centennial, Summit, and one other school their first varsity wins.
Okay.
Now, I'm not. I'm just saying that.
Well, did you just unleash a curse?
I did not.
Sounds like the
I'm
curse
just
is already
saying,
there.
and I'm not trying to cast a dark cloud over anybody. I'm not trying to, put the voodoo on anybody, stick needles in them. I'm just saying, 3, and I can't remember. Well, we can figure the other high school out, but there were 3 high schools in this area,
Ravenwood, maybe
Independence or Ravenwood.
that started out like Battle Creek did with the freshman and sophomore class only, and their first win as varsity teams happened to be against Columbia Central back in that. And he also told me that Battle Creek is the first new high school in Maury County in 80 years. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right.
I mean, how does that seem? It doesn't even. I mean, that's a long time. That's older than I am. I think that's a little. I don't even think you guys have been around that
Got
long.
some years on you too, Keith, right?
Yeah, that outlives me
Were
by
you
20
teaching?
plus.
Were you
20 plus.
teaching school there back in?
Yeah, when
I
what
can't
was
even
the
do the math. How long?
was Mount Pleasant the last one to open, or was it
Mount Pleasant moved to their new building
from
in,
Halong?
Yeah, in 71, right through there. So that would have been the last transition we even had into
That's
to
crazy.
a new building. As far as that goes, yeah, that's crazy. It won't be 80 years before we do another one. The way these things are going, but this is a big change.
It was
for us.
80. It was 80 years for a new
Football program.
a new school to come into Maury County.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Wow. Well, that's that's a long time. That is a big deal, and it's a beautiful campus, and it's just. And I know Coach Burham. Like I said, if any people have seen Coach Burham on this show before, he's jovial and joking around, but when you start talking football with that man, everything gets kind of very stern and very, very serious, and he kind of changes that.
Yeah, he gets in that mode.
That persona of, and he gets in that head coach mode. And I know it was painful last week against Mount Pleasant, which Mount Pleasant has a good team. They have 2 terrific running
Really
backs.
good football team.
And it's just tough to, if they keep coming at you, eventually something's going to bust loose, and that's what happened last week against Mount Pleasant.
Speaking against Mount Pleasant, I mean, the real test for them is when they run up against Decatur Riverside, and depending on how they do there, it really will give us an indication about how deep of a run they're going to make this year.
That's a couple of weeks too, right?
Yeah.
And we'll be live there for the game day.
I think it's week 4.
Week 4 is what I think. Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of great content getting set here. We've got our players getting ready to come up on the stage here after a break here in just a moment. But before we go, I want to just mention that our hearts go out to the family of Bianca B.B. Smith, Columbia Central basketball player who tragically lost her life this week. And we want to extend our sympathies to her family and to the entire Columbia Central family as well. So we hate to go to a break on a somber note, but I think it was very important that we acknowledge her.
Absolutely.
And acknowledge that we are definitely keeping them in our thoughts as we continue. We'll take a quick break here on Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by Columbia Power and Water Internet. We'll be right back after this.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family-owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge. Got wings? Alex's Tacos and Wings, winner of the best Mexican food and tacos in Maury County. But did you know that we also have all kinds of the best chicken wings? What's your favorite flavor? Like 'em hot? Pair your meal with a drink from the bar. Delicious food for the entire family is moments away. Alex's Tacos and Wings, 2202 Circle Drive in Columbia. Visit alexstacosandwings.com or check us out on Facebook. Alex's Tacos and Wings. Come take a bite.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Maury County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
We all live very busy lives. Sometimes we just need a break. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra pair of hands to help out? Let me introduce you to New Dawn Cleaning Service. No job is too big or too small because they do it all, from residential to commercial. They offer standard cleaning, construction cleaning, carpet shampooing, and window cleaning. Whether you are looking for a one-time service or regular scheduled cleaning plan, New Dawn is ready to help. With years of experience, you can relax, kick back, and call New Dawn Cleaning Service at 615-977-6901.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wall Cover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wall covering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Maury County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
We are back here on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show on Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. Chris Yao alongside Drake Colley. And we have with us, Drake, some special guests.
We absolutely have special guests, along with Coach Tredarius, head coach, Columbia Central head coach Tredarius Goff. He's brought 2 of his favorite players up to visit with us. We have number 2, Richard Bowers, a senior this year. And Richard plays wide receiver, and he's also free safety. And Zane Nash, who's a junior, number 40. Zane is a running back and a linebacker. And before we get to you guys, we're gonna get the skinny on you from Coach Tredarius Goff. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. We're looking to get on a winning track tonight.
Yes, sir. Most definitely looking to get in that in the W column tonight for sure.
Talk about last week a little bit. Ran into a pretty tough Dixon County team.
Yeah, they were tough, man. They executed and did what they had to do. You know, they were very efficient offensively. They didn't make many mistakes, and they fired off the ball and kicked our ends, and was able to get positive yardage on the offensive end, and we worked all week in practice on fits and being physical, and so tonight we're hoping that shows tonight. And, the 2 plays, the kickoff returns, them hurt us bad. That hurt us bad right there, man. And
so I had one of your own, so at least everything on special teams wasn't too bad.
Nah, everything wasn't bad. Well, we didn't get one. The one we did get brought back to about the 5. We had a holding penalty, so that.
But it's still you feel a little bit better when you say, okay, well at least we got a little bit positives to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
And so when you talk about something like kick returns and in a 10-point game, they're pretty pivotal, right? I mean, they're very important. So this week, I'm sure your special teams got a little bit more attention. And you guys would agree, special teams kind of probably ran a few more plays this week than normal.
Yes.
Do either one of you all play on your special teams? On both of you all are on those?
Best of luck.
We're going to tell Coach, we're not going to let that happen again. We're not going to go out that way. I mean, right? And so, Richard, you're a senior. You're wide receiver and free safety. And like we said, a 10-point game last week, pretty tight ball game with Dixon County as they came in here. You've seen a lot of changes since you've come through Columbia Central. I mean, look, new field, new coaches. As a senior, you know that every game that you play every week in football, it gets closer and closer to the end of your career. And Zane is a junior. And so what do you tell the younger guys as you get older and you get ready to leave? You kind of tell them, are you the leader? Do you tell them they're clowning around or not paying attention to practice or doing something they shouldn't be doing? I mean, do you take it upon yourself to maybe not straighten them out a little bit?
Yes, sir. I always try to remind them just to work hard every day. I mean, it's not easy to play here anywhere. You just got to work every day to get better so you can compete on the field.
It's all about getting better. You agree with that, Zane? It's all about doing what Coach Goff is telling you to do.
Yes, sir.
Following
Absolutely.
Directions.
Absolutely.
And him putting you in a position to win and get better as a football player and a person. I mean, football is a way of life, of molding character. Wouldn't you agree with that, Coach Goff?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I say it's the best test for life that you can get, the best practice for life you can get, for sure.
And Zane, to that point, as well as anyone that any play can be your last of the year. So, when you play every play like it's your last play, it's important to do that because you never know when it's gonna be.
Yes, sir, it is. You gotta play your heart out every snap. You never know when it's gonna be taken away from you. We have a teammate, Jake Lovett, who got hurt in the preseason, and we feel awful. If he's a junior, he's got another year left. But what if he was a senior? He'd never be able to play again. So you just gotta play every snap like it's your last.
Cherish every moment, every play.
So Powers, Nash, question for both of you guys. Going into this season, obviously, I know that you've set probably individual goals. You've probably set team goals. Talk about some of the goals that you all have set for yourself, as well as the goals that you set for the team.
Well, as a team, you always want to make it to the state championship. That's always going to be the goal. And personally, it's just to win every time I'm on the field. Every time you get one-on-one, you just want to beat the guy that you're up against.
Nash?
Yeah, as a team, you want to go. Like you said, you want to go to the state championship game, and that's a dream for any high school football player. But personally, I want to win every rep. Every rep I want to win, and if I get beat, bounce back. My goal is to bounce back and come back and win the next rep.
And so obviously, I know in both of you all's households that sports is a very important thing, and I know you all love it. Y'all sleep, eat, and breathe it. Talk about some of your future plans, future aspirations, what you desire to do after high school, whether it be play or going to school and do something. Tell us about what you want to do.
For me, I plan to hopefully go to Tennessee, Knoxville, but that's not a guarantee just yet.
Oh, I would imagine you'd probably be up in Knoxville next fall, this time next year, being a senior. So. Zane, have you made any plans?
I really just want to play the game I love wherever I can play it at.
Okay.
Coach, anywhere I can go, I would love to play football.
Good stuff. Talk a little bit about Coach Goff. What do you think about him as a coach? What are his expectations of you? What are the things that he says to help kind of motivate you and push you to be the best players you are?
Well, it's just expectation to always come out every day and work as hard as you possibly can, and we all understand that as a team. Yeah,
absolutely. You're coming out and working hard every single day. Raising the bar every single day we come out to practice. Coach Goff pushes us hard, and he tells us, like he talked to us last practice, like you said, playing every snap like it's your last. He wants to make sure we get everything we can out of football while we play.
Now tonight you're going to have the Battle Creek Grizzlies coming in to your home field. Last week, you guys lost to Dixon County, and Battle Creek kind of really took it on the chin badly from Mount Pleasant. So there, you guys are ready to get your loss out of the way and get a win in the win column, and you know that Battle Creek's going to come in here and fight hard. And even though they don't have any seniors on the team, they are still a pretty proud bunch. They've had some success at their middle school and even their junior varsity level from last year, and they've just been around 2 years. So how important is it tonight for you guys to get that W? I mean, it means a lot.
I mean, it's really important. We're going to show we're the best team in Maury County, plain and simple.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. Now, tonight is the only game in Maury County, Coach, so everybody else is out. You've got the fair right over here. I mean, there's no reason why this place shouldn't be packed and ready to go. And you can start everybody out on a good note.
Yep.
By taking care of business against the Grizzlies, right?
Yeah, no reason at all. Last week it was a nice crowd last week, man, and we appreciate the support, and we hoping the same thing tonight. These guys, they worked hard since December, and then over into the summer, we worked hard, man, and these guys are deserving of the support that they get, and and we look forward to getting out here and producing. And last week I think we had to kind of let some air out of the balloon. New jerseys, new field, everything. Having success in the preseason and just riding in a little too high.
But that's a week old now.
We go bring
you
it back
passed
down.
that.
Yeah, we passed that. So now we look to get in here and everybody on the same page and ready to move along.
Coach, what is your theme for this year?
Man, my theme is always believe bigger. I just believe, man, guys believe, but one of my coaches one time, they told them to raise their hand as high as you can. Now raise it higher, and everybody raised their hand higher. So at the end of the day, you might think you're going hard, but you can go harder. You might think you believe you can do this, but if you put in the work, your faith and belief go even higher just because of the success and everything that you done put into something. That levels that heightens that level of confidence in you.
And to talk a little bit about these two leaders that you have, what makes them special, what makes them leaders, and obviously the expectation that you placed on them.
Man, these two guys right here, I'll start with Richard Powers. I've been blessed to coach him for 3 years now, man, and Richard shows up to work. He goes hard. Early on, he probably wasn't getting the playing time that he wanted or thought he deserved, but, now his opportunity is here, and he's answered the call. He's probably 100% on a certain route. I ain't gonna say the route, but
can't let the secrets out.
Yeah, we
can't let the secrets out on which
he catches the ball. He get upfield. He plays free safety for us. He's a leader. He was voted the captain. Both of these guys were voted captains by their teammates. So Richard is doing a great job for us, man. And Zane, he came in this year and he fit right in, and he established physicality when he came in and established his dominance, man, and got the respect from the guys, and he works hard every day. He somewhat reminds me of myself with the level of physicalness he likes to play with, man.
That's saying a lot. That's a
high
big
bar, Zane. High bar.
Yeah, it's saying a lot, man. But I've seen it, man, and I've seen guys bounce off of him and get out of his way when he come through. So I look forward to these guys continuing to lead our team, through the highs and lows. It's a long season, so they got to stay steady and keep their head straight and keep their head down and just keep working and pull the other guys along with them.
Well, last week we had the game day show at Battle Creek, and that's where our show. So we weren't able to get down here. I wasn't able to see the game, but I've heard about the two returns.
Yeah.
And that's something. And I think you guys will agree, that's something that you can get straightened out in practice.
Yes, most
couple
definitely.
assignments, couple lanes that were missed, couple lanes opened up, whatever the deal was. And those are just two mistakes that could have turned an L into a W for you guys, right? And when you play a team like Dixon County, as you said, they're very efficient. They didn't make any penalties. They didn't turn the ball over, and that's the way you play winning football.
Yep, most definitely. That is the way.
And you guys, would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I mean, to minimize the mistakes, figure out where you made a mistake last week, don't do that again, and turn that L into a win, and everything's going to be a lot better and a lot easier to get up and go to school on Tuesday morning.
Yeah,
right? Because we got Monday off.
I was going to say, you better win this one because it's a long weekend, a lot to think about, nothing to distract you on Monday. You better figure it out. Coach, before we get you guys out of here, we got to talk about a 305-yard performance from your quarterback last week. First of all, how hard is it to not just watch Daniel Booker work? I know you out there trying to do your job, but it's like, God, man, that guy is so impressive. It's hard to not just get distracted by how good he is.
I know, especially for someone who's in the backfield with him every day. He's a leader of our offense, and we listen to what he says, and we all respect him very much. And we really work together. He works together with everybody. Obviously he's an amazing athlete. He doesn't have to steal the spotlight because it naturally gets to him. So he's a great athlete, and we all work together with him really well.
And Richard, you're a wide receiver, so you're glad to see Daniel back there.
Yes, sir. I love it.
Just hitting you when you get open and throwing you into open spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what good quarterbacks do.
Yes, sir.
So it's a plus. And Coach, I know you like to have those baseball guys come over to the team and play.
Yep.
because they can throw, right?
Yeah, most definitely, man. Booker, he's put in a lot of work this offseason. He's been committed, and he's been showing up and being accountable. So, and like they said, he's a leader of men. Daniel came in to us his freshman year. It was a little rocky, and he made a 360, man, and he's going in the right direction and leading this team in the right direction as well.
The quarterback position is where you want some confidence. I mean, not necessarily cockiness, but maybe just a little bit of that.
You have to have some swagger.
You've got to
100%.
carry it.
No,
and
you
you've
have
got
to.
because other players on the team look at the quarterback like, hey, get in the huddle, let's go. You want him to have that, don't you guys?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's what the quarterbacks kind of do. The spotlight is on them. They should be able to handle it, and they lead the team, right?
Yep. No, most definitely.
Yeah.
There you go.
Richard Powers, Zane Nash, Coach Goff, we appreciate you guys. Best
Thank y'all
of luck.
for coming up.
Best of luck this season,
Hey,
guys.
good luck tonight.
Do your thing.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we've got more here on Maury County Public Schools Game Day, live from Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field. It's a whole lot of names, and it's hard to get right all the time. So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. We'll be right back after this.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'd be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, but they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Maury County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley. And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
He shoots, and he scores!
We are back here on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show, live from Lindsey Nelson Stadium, the Middle Tennessee version, the football version.
Just on the west end of Jim Cartwright Field.
It is a beautiful, beautiful night here for high school football.
And look,
Drake,
any of you folks that are at home, don't have anything to do tonight, trying to figure out something to do, load the family up in the car, get down here to the Maury County Park. We've got the fair going on one area. We've got the ball game going on the other area. It's going to be a big night. Battle Creek, the new gym of the Maury County Public School System, brand new school, just second year in existence this year.
Yes.
And they are they're coming down into the lion pit. The lions, not the den. Is the basketball really the lion's den is kind of the gym, right? It's hard to, I don't know, maybe the cave.
I was going to ask where I was going with the cave.
Maybe the lion's cave. But Battle Creek is looking for their first win. They went down 41-0 to Mount Pleasant last week, which I know Coach Justin Burham has not been happy about that all week long. And Columbia gave up a couple of special teams plays that cost them the game against Dixon County. So both of these teams are ready to get that bad taste of that loss out of their mouth and put that in the rear view mirror. So
Absolutely. We might have some angry players.
A couple of points from last week. We had said that Dixon County had not defeated Columbia in, 6-7 years, maybe?
Yeah, it was 6 years with Columbia having a chance to tie the series, and unfortunately we're not able to do that. So, yeah, that was a big win for Dixon County. And Keith, you actually mentioned it during our picks that, Dixon County's not been very good over the last few years, but they had a new coach come in last year who has been clearly phenomenal at getting them back into Dixon County form, what most people remember Dixon County from over the years. Additionally, last week, Mount Pleasant, the only Maury County team to win because they had the fortune of playing another Maury County team, so at least one was going to win. Spring Hill lost to Summit 13-0, turned the ball over twice inside the 20-yard line that led to touchdowns.
And they played a terrific game against Summit. Summit's a strong program. So
I thought they were going to win. I picked them to win because I really thought they had a chance. I thought the offense could build off of last year's performance. They unfortunately were unable to do that. Turned the ball over twice. Defense did a great job. It's hard to ask them to stop a good team like Summit, inside the 20-yard line, and Summit obviously.
Another trend that I noticed among the Maury County teams last week, with the exception of Mount Pleasant, was that offensively we had a Battle Creek team that got shut out. We had a Spring Hill team that got shut out, and a Columbia team that put 13 points? 17 points. So low scoring. I think we all understand that offenses aren't as far along as defenses in the early going.
Sure.
But of course, Mount Pleasant scoring big points last week, and then 49 again last night to shut out. They have back-to-back shutouts. So kudos to Mount Pleasant for a great start. But I'm thinking that these two teams tonight, along with Spring Hill going to Richland, are looking to generate some offense.
Speaking of Spring Hill, Lisa Ventura joining us.
Yeah,
and Lisa was on hand for the field dedication. They gave you a commemorative plaque. It appeared on social media.
Yes. They had the students had made a special coin, and then they also had a larger version of that coin that was made of metal alloy that the students made, and then there was a beautiful stone plaque that they gave to myself, and Gwen Evans was there, serving as both a retired teacher of Spring Hill High School and, of course, the commissioner for that area.
Well, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
That's pretty cool.
And for you folks who don't know who this is the superintendent of Maury County School, Miss Lisa Ventura, and I like to call her the Big Kahuna because, the Big Kahuna.
I do need to lose
the
some
Big
weight
Kahuna
there,
state. It's the Big Kahuna. No, I'm just talking about in charge of everything. I'm just talking about in charge of everything.
Down.
I'm just talking about being, the head honcho around here.
Yes. It is my circus. It is my monkeys.
That's right.
And that's unfortunate sometimes, isn't it? You can't be like, not my farm, not my pigs. It is your farm.
Exactly right. All mine. And 99% of the time, I'm really happy about that. But you're right. Every now and then, there is an unfortunate situation.
You're like, hey, is Eric Perryman around here somewhere?
Exactly right. Who can I tag?
So tonight, this is the only Maury County football game in Maury County tonight.
Correct.
Involving Maury County Public Schools.
Mount Pleasant played Zion last night.
That's correct, and that was a 49-0 victory by the Tigers, Mount Pleasant Tigers. CA, Columbia Academy, travels to BGA. Spring Hill High School is traveling south down into Giles County against Richland.
Yes.
Right? So tonight, both of these 0-1 teams are looking to get off the snide, so to speak, and take care of business. And, I'm probably looking for a pretty good ball game, Keith Stacy. What do you think?
I think both teams obviously want to win tonight. Columbia, you have to figure, is the favorite. They're playing at home. This is the second week in a row Columbia's had a home game. So this is 2 of their 5 home games this year, back-to-back weeks in the first and second week of the season. They dropped that game last week here against Dixon.
And the last thing they want to do is start that out 0-2.
You don't want to be 0-2 with only 3 home games left. And I don't think, excuse me, we said last week that Mount Pleasant certainly didn't want to be the first win for this brand new Battle Creek program playing varsity football this year. Columbia is no different. They don't want to be the first win. And I think you might have some information.
We talked about, we'll have to get that clarified at the next break, but Columbia, and we talked about it on the Front Porch Sports Radio, and Lisa, you were not here, but suppose the secret is, the word on the street is that Columbia Central High School gave Summit their first varsity win, and Centennial their first varsity win.
Yes.
And I can't remember, and another school.
I think it was Independence, maybe?
Might have been Independence that gave them the first. And so we don't. If you're Columbia, you don't want to continue that trend.
No.
I mean, that's trending in the wrong way. You want trend in kind of the other direction.
Yes, and then being an in-district competition.
It was indeed Independence, by the way. 2005, a 35-22 win, their only win of the season that year.
And you don't want that. Come on, you got to get past all that. So
I know Goff does not want that.
Yeah. So, but hey, this is another year. The fair, the Maury County Fair is, I like cotton candy. I like cotton candy. I like those caramel apples with the nuts all over. Those are so good.
The weather. The weather is just, it's fair weather. And
who doesn't like a giant corn dog with a lot of mustard all over? I mean, I must be hungry right now talking about food.
I was just about to say, they did place us right in front of the concession stand.
Usually
we're a little adjacent to it, but right now we are right in front of the concession stand.
Lisa Ventura, what's going on with Maury County Public Schools? What do you guys? I mean, I know the school year just started, and
right.
You're off to the races. Okay, so you're
right. We're about to celebrate.
In a horse racing analogy, you're out of the gate and started the race. So what's next? So what's going on?
We're trying to hit our stride, is what we're trying to do. The first couple weeks of school is a lot of protocol, a lot of this is what the student handbook says, a lot of procedural things. This is how my classroom's set up, all of that. So hopefully by next week we are in full stride and really kicking it with academics, and but we've also had time, like Central today, I know they had a pep rally in preparation of this game, and so athletics is in full swing. I think everybody's back on schedule. Car rider lines have settled down a little bit. They're never going to be perfect because we have a lot of car riders, but our transportation routes are back on, and
where is that Jonathan Berry, by the way? Where is your director of transportation and safety?
It is a long weekend. You don't think he slipped out of here, do you?
That's what I was just about to say. I have not seen him all day, so
I heard something about Orange Beach. I heard something about Orange Beach, and that's the last thing I heard is And I saw a hand out the window doing this, going south on 65.
Right.
I could have sworn it looked like his car. So I don't know.
That's right. Ooh, Chris Pointer's bringing us some sweet treats. What you got?
This has got to be some of that delicious homemade ice cream.
That's that breeze.
That's the Breeze homemade ice cream, folks.
You were talking about all the food you want, Drake, and here you go.
Look at this.
Come on now.
Now we pick which one you want.
We're cooking with peanut oil now.
Pick
Come
which
on.
one you want. All right.
As we've been told.
Thank you so much, Breeze homemade ice cream. Excuse me, it's delicious.
Yes.
Delicious, and right here with the fair, I'm glad kind of the wind is at our back, blowing away, blowing towards the. Towards
take those aromas away from
yes. Oh my God, just to walk down, and.
And while you're talking about the fair, I do want to just shout out the fair board and all the different individuals, Rotary Club, that today, in preparation of opening the fair, they always let students with disabilities have My Day at the fair. So we sent several busloads of students, but also King's Daughter. They open it up for free.
Isn't that fantastic?
For students with disabilities, and that's just a huge.
It was a really good day. I got sunburned pretty bad, but I will tell you, the Columbia Power and Water Systems booth was very popular because we had fans. Everybody was like, "Hey, can we get one of those?"
Absolutely.
But it was still was a nice day. It wasn't too hot, not nearly as hot as it was last year.
Correct.
And so that is one of the coolest things that you can see is those kids have a ball. They get it to themselves. They have their druthers of the place, and it is super cool. Free ice cream for them too earlier today. So
Fantastic.
Yes, they feed them. They feed them lunch. They give them a snack. All the rides are open to them.
It's pretty cool.
It's an awesome day, and I would just be remiss if I did not mention how grateful we are for that opportunity here in Maury County.
That's fantastic.
Is it fair to say that that's one of the things that we do that is so much more than?
Absolutely, that is.
Than just coming to school.
It would in fact be fair to say.
That's right.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh yeah,
I'm a punny guy.
That Chris, yeah,
he is a punny guy.
They don't come much sharper. They don't come much sharper than this guy right here. I'm just going to tell you right now.
You could see his eyes light up when you said it.
Oh, I was fired up.
The king of the dad jokes over there.
Hey,
we love it.
New-ish dad. I got to get him in while I can.
That's what I was going to say. You got to practice, man. You got to practice.
Well, we've got a big night here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. As we said, game day show going on right now. Battle Creek Grizzlies driving a little bit south there to play their inter-county rival.
Yes.
Columbia Central High Lions. Both teams 0-1, looking for their first victory of the night. Tomorrow, well, there's actually football games tonight, along with college football is going on tonight, and tomorrow's a huge day in college football. Key Stacy, as you know, not only 1 and 2 Ohio State and Texas are tying up at 11 o'clock in the morning, but also big noon, and also the Vols in Syracuse at 11 o'clock in the morning.
And it is the final headgear pick of Lee Corso.
That's right. And his game day show, their game day show.
They'll be on game day.
There'll be a lot of crying on that game.
Man, I will tell you.
There'll be a lot of tears drop.
When I was in high school, he was still having to do Thursday night games, nearby, wherever they were going to be that Saturday, and UAB was playing, and we climbed up to the top of Legion Field and got outside the press box area, and he came outside, and boy, he was fired up and having a good time, and he just sat there and talked to us 16, 17-year-old kids like we were, his best friends for life. And so I will tell you, that guy made me love college football a lot more that night.
Sure.
And tomorrow is going to be very emotional for a lot of people. And I will be excited to watch it happen and cheer him on in retirement. But, boy, Lee Corso, there aren't many better than that guy.
Well, I think there's a lot of emotions and hearts invested by fans into college football programs, more so than NFL and similar to high school football. But really, I think you grow up and you grow up watching somebody like Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit and those guys on that game day show, and you could tell they're very tightly knit. And tomorrow is with his final show. There is going to be where are they going? Are they at Ohio State?
End of an era.
They're at Ohio. They're at Ohio State.
I would imagine they're at Ohio State,
which is where he made his first headgear pick, and he will make his last headgear pick.
And it's there's going to be some tears drop, but it's. It's time, and probably some sad and some joyful. You know what I mean? To look back, and I'm sure ESPN's going to do a tremendous collage of all of his crazy antics on the game day. And he's
Here's a funny stat for you for Lee Corso. Did you know that when he picks Alabama, Alabama is 29-10? When he picks Alabama to win, they are 29-10.
Well, I hope he picks them tomorrow then. I don't know about all that. But anyway.
Well, the whole thing reminds me of another former coach turned broadcaster who won the hearts of Americans calling NFL games with Pat Summerall.
John Madden.
John Madden. Yes. Absolutely.
And I think most people ended up knowing John Madden as they've known Lee Corso as a personality calling games.
More than a coach.
More than a coach.
Despite taking Indiana to the Holiday Bowl and winning over BYU back in the day.
And you see the old Raiders pictures of Madden and Kenny Staber, back in those days.
He won a Super Bowl, and we still think of him as a broadcaster.
That and the Madden football game.
Yes. Well, that's me because I grew up playing that, of course. But it is interesting, man, how
turkey, Thanksgiving chicken, turkey leg.
It doesn't get any better than that. That's what we love about college football, particularly. You have these big, larger-than-life personalities, and I think you get that a lot here. Even we have kind of created a little bit of that here in Maury County with this show, and Drake, you and Coach Stacy over there have come up with some of the funniest stuff that we've seen. So
I'm large, but I'm not larger than life. I don't know about the larger than life. I mean, that's And but and it's so much fun to get on here, bring the coaches and the players on here, give them a chance to put the spotlight on them because they work so hard. These coaches work so hard year round. I mean, people think about coaching, okay, well, football season's coming up, football season's over, they go back. No, if you're a high school coach, or just about any level of coach, if you're truly dedicated to it and your heart's in it, then your mind is in it, and you're thinking about coaching 12 months out of the year.
Absolutely.
When you get up in the morning, you think a little bit about coaching. I guarantee you before you go to bed at night, you think about coaching. So it's a year-round job. And to give them a spotlight up here for a little bit while we're on the radio.
Just like we did last week.
Streaming,
So I have
that's the least we can do.
Two comments to your comments there. One is it's an incredible thing that our local athletes get to have their games streamed every week. And I think one of you guys mentioned that last week, that these games are streamed in addition to us doing this pregame show. So for the families of these young men to be able to watch them no matter where they're at is special, something that I think all of us would have appreciated had those kinds of technologies been around.
Which it wasn't back in the day. I mean, Betamax and,
I'd love to go back and watch the one play I had, that did something in school.
And you just really, even on those tapes, you just kind of see fuzzy things running around out there on the field. It wasn't the technology now of high def that we can watch on.
Is that Drake? No,
I don't know
if that was Drake or not. Well, speaking of coaches and giving them platforms, we've done a really good job of that. Earlier, you heard from Coach Tredarius Goff. Just moments ago, pre-game out here on the field, WKOM correspondent Landon Seacrest was able to get with Coach Burham. So let's take a listen to that, and we'll take a break right after it and come back with more on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day show. This is Coach Justin Burham of the Battle Creek Grizzlies.
I'm here with Battle Creek coach Justin Burham. Coach, how are you preparing your team for this first edition of this new crosstown rivalry game?
Man, we're going to treat it like it's another game. We got to earn the right to be called a rivalry and compete, and that's what we are here to do tonight.
And what are your plans for this team after seeing your team out on the field for a week one game and getting better week to week. What do you think are you looking for improvements this week?
Man, we got a goal as a team to show growth in everything we do from week to week. So last week we didn't put our best foot forward and put our best team on the field. So this week is chances to grow and come out and put a better offering on the field and show what Battle Creek really is about.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations. Hello, this is Rick Tillis.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge. Got wings? Alex's Tacos and Wings, winner of the best Mexican food and tacos in Maury County. But did you know that we also have all kinds of the best chicken wings? What's your favorite flavor? Like 'em hot? Pair your meal with a drink from the bar. Delicious food for the entire family is moments away. Alex's Tacos and Wings, 2202 Circle Drive in Columbia. Visit alexstacosandwings.com or check us out on Facebook. Alex's Tacos and Wings. Come take a bite.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Maury County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support. Back here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field, as you look at American Will Hoyt press box here. And a beautiful, beautiful night for high school football on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show, powered by CPWS Internet. If you're tired of buffering and slow internet speeds, upgrade your life with CPWS Internet. Get lightning fast internet with speeds up to an incredible 1 gig. You can stream, game, work, all seamlessly for just $70 a month.
Is that all?
That's
$70.
It can be 50. You got the 50, don't you?
I got the 50.
And you still...
It works forever, but I'm not a gamer. You know, I mean...
Well, you're not streaming
I'm not a
seven
gamer.
TVs at one time?
I'm not cool enough
I'm not
cool enough to play video games. You know what I mean?
I might need 1 gig tomorrow when I've got 7 football games all happening at one time, and I'm trying to stream them all. But
I was pretty good on that handheld football game that made a little beeping noise back in the day. I was pretty good on that. But anything above that, anything past Nintendo. Whatever the first Nintendo,
64.
I'm not any good. I don't know.
Well, you guys
Nintendo #1.
Yeah, exactly. Playing Paperboy was my jam on the early Nintendo. But yeah, just give us a shout. 931-375-7777 if you would like to have your internet upgraded today. You can also visit cpws.com. Just tell them your friends here at the Front Porch Sports Network sent you. More special guests here on the Game Day Show as we bring them in. Drake,
John,
tell them about us.
John Micah Clanton has joined the party up here at the Game Day Show. Another dignitary from the Maury County Public Schools downtown office. I mean, we've got the Lisa Ventura, the superintendent here.
Be careful what you say, John Michael.
And we've got the director of instructions. Did I get that right? And now, are you the director of student affairs?
Student services.
Student services. My wife works student affairs at MTSU. That's where but her office is kind of like yours. When children have been bad, they kind of get in your territory, don't they?
Yes, sir.
Tell the folks. I mean, to kind of explain to folks what you do.
Well, Director of Student Services kind of oversees a lot of things: attendance, discipline, complaints, a lot of stuff.
Now
we problem solve every day.
And you know what comes to mind when you start talking about attendance and stuff? The old movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Did you ever see that with Dick Van Dyke in there?
I don't know that I did.
Well, anyway, there's this one character called the Child Catcher, and he would go around and with a horse-drawn big cage, and he would act like he was giving out candy to the kids that were all playing hooky from school, and he would lure them in, and then he'd throw them in the back of the big cage and
take truancy officer.
That's right. That's exactly what it was. But I don't think you don't go quite to that extreme.
There might be a school system around here trying it soon. I don't know.
You don't go and hang out at like the video arcade or anything trying to.
I might get arrested if I did that.
Well, I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we won't catch him at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday at 10 o'clock.
So John Micah, you're telling us that if I was at Columbia Central and was called to your office, it probably isn't I'm not being called there to be awarded some type of medal or given a ribbon or anything like that. I mean, Drake, you've been doing a great job this year, and
Well, you may be. I don't know if you'd be called to my office. You'd probably be called to the principal's office. And they have.
You're like the second stage of badness.
Well,
you're the second stage of.
I kind of
stage of badness. I'm changing your title right now.
Second stage of badness.
So there's kind of like
verbal warning, and then the write-up happens, and then
Maury
you
County court system, and then there's the Maury County jail, and you're kind of the jailer.
That's right.
Well, I don't want to be called into your office, but I mean, you perform a necessary. I mean, you have to.
Do some things, yeah.
Do some things that, unfortunately, that you don't like.
That's right. But, I mean,
business has to be taken care of, and
you problem solve. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if kids aren't coming to school, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Because there's compulsory attendance law, I believe it's called. And so, children that are 6 to 17, they have to be in school. If they start missing school, we have processes in place where our principals or their teams are reaching out to the students and the parents, trying to get them there so that they can stay out of trouble, or to figure out, hey,
what's going on?
How can we help you?
You know, let's fix this problem.
And then we have things that can help them.
All right.
So it's not a, I mean, it sounds bad.
Well, I'm
I mean,
not mad at you. I'm not upset with you. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck you do down there.
Right.
I mean,
What is it you say you do here?
And now that I know, I don't want. That I know what you do, I don't want anything to do with it.
Right.
I'm just going to tell you right now. I want to stay as far away from you and your job. And of course, all my children are grown now, so I mean.
So you're not having to worry about it.
That's right. That's right. But you know, you don't want to see, and you want to see other kids. Obviously, you want to see kids go to school, learn, do the right thing, and stay out of trouble as much as possible.
Well, if they're not there,
but
they
sometimes
can't.
it's, hey, I made bad decisions. I think we've all made, when we were much younger, we all made bad decisions. Sometimes those bad decisions need to be brought to the forefront and addressed.
I don't know about you. I still make bad decisions.
Well,
I mean, I'm 52 years old. But we do try to help. We try to problem solve and figure out how we can help and get them to school.
And then if you can't figure it out, you just call Lisa Ventura and say, hey,
and then she calls
I can't
Eric
figure this out.
Right.
She's like, I don't know what to do with this.
Right.
You're on your, that's what I hired you for. What you doing?
Why are you emailing me? No, it's a team effort, so we do a good job.
Well, we appreciate you. Tonight is the matchup between the Battle Creek Grizzlies as they come south to play right here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Maury County Park, against Columbia Central Lions. Both teams are 0-1, looking for their first victory of the year. And also going right across the street, Maury County Fair is going on. I saw
a lot going on.
You know how I knew it was a fair? Because I saw that big old Ferris wheel. And every time you see a Ferris wheel, more than
fair
likely,
is in town, that's right.
You know, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's Ferris wheel, there's a fair. I'm just going to tell you that's kind of the way I look at it. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think I'm going to go over there and get some cotton candy.
I think when we're done here, we know where you're going.
Oh, I think I'm going to go get or one of those caramel apples with the nuts all over them.
I saw one. I saw a guy walking around with one today, and I was like, man, I really wish I had one of those right now.
And there's a helicopter flying. I guess they're giving helicopter rides too.
Life Alert was there earlier today. I don't know if that's what's going on. I don't know.
Well,
it always gets interesting this time of year, though, as you got the fair, long weekends, it's Labor Day weekend, and when your football team is playing on Friday night, this is the kind of time where Tuesday gets real hard to get up and go to school. So you better make sure that you have not missed a certain number of days before you skip out on Tuesday, huh?
But let's be totally honest. I mean, the weather this past week has just been unbelievably
great skipping school weather.
friendly for the end of August, right? I mean, Keith,
I actually thought it was October.
I'm telling you.
I mowed my yard one night this week and got done. I thought I might not have to mow my yard
in
again.
the mornings this past week.
Getting chilly.
Eric Perryman, it's been in the low 50s.
I don't know that I'm on. Hey,
you're on.
Keith and Lisa have done such good planning, Chris, that kids don't have school on Tuesday.
That's even better.
They've already planned that. They know they're not
There's
coming.
No school.
So they gave them a day
not for the kids.
You making them go on Monday?
Well,
then they get Tuesday.
That's it.
I mean,
we're giving them 2 days off.
How did you?
Great planning, like Eric said.
Hey,
who do you have to clear that?
That is her. She's the
We clear it through her first, then the school board, and then
the state.
Is there a state department of education?
Well, we're not real sure at this point. Sometimes they weigh in.
and so how does that?
You never know.
How do you get an extra day after Labor Day weekend?
We do professional development for our teachers.
Yes. So all staff will report, but students will not.
Students will not.
We have 5 of those
like an in-service day, what they used to call the in-service day back in the day. And
yes.
How much more development do they need? Come on. They already got a degree.
Awesome.
We get 5 of those.
Let me tell you what, I'm getting more and more upset now looking back on
you wish you were in school now.
Looking back at my school days, we never got this fall break thing going on. B, we never
This is
ever
the
thought
second
about
fall break.
We
Or
never
first
ever
one,
thought
really.
about being off the Tuesday
preview of
after
fall
Labor
break.
Day. Also, I mean,
How many days y'all get off for Thanksgiving?
do you
7?
are these kids going to school? I mean, what's happening? I mean, what?
We meet
Is it
all
school or
state
just
requirements.
vacation all year
That's
round?
what I was about to say. We get complaints both ways,
I'll
but
tell
we
you
meet
this.
all state compliance.
I'll tell you this. They're doing such a great job educating our students that, you know what? They don't have to worry about it. They don't have to. They do such a good job
Just let 'em up.
in the 172 days they got. They have figured it out.
But seriously, Lisa Ventura,
Yes, sir.
grades have been up across Maury
Absolutely.
County.
Student achievement is rebounding finally, really coming up there. We outpaced the state. Not that we did not beat them in student achievement scores, but we outpaced their growth. So
Kinda
if we
outpaced the
stay on this,
average or-
exactly.
The growth, the gains made from one year to the next.
Okay,
in
okay.
Proficiency.
Maury County outpaced that.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Where they had a 1.8% gain in ELA, we had a 3.4%
Wow.
overall. So
nearly double.
We are going to hopefully catch and then exceed.
No, that's it. I mean, look, you can chase numbers all day long, but the most important real number is, are we doing better than we were?
That's
And if
exactly
you can
right.
do better than you were every single year, eventually you'll get to where you need to be.
That's exactly right, Chris. I mean, we just constantly are in a race with ourselves at this
Yeah.
point. We just have to be better today than we were yesterday, and
That's why
just
they need
keep
that professional
building on that.
development.
That's exactly right.
Gotta keep developing them professionally.
That's right.
Hey, it's working.
Or get sent to John Micah Clanton's office.
That's
you know?
exactly right. Don't show up, and
Down
guess
to-
who'll come see you?
Is your office down in the dark basement there?
No, it's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice. Okay.
It's the dungeon.
I didn't know you had to go downstairs to get to his office. You
Only
know,
if you're upstairs.
Walk through a corridor.
If you're already upstairs, you have to go downstairs to get to his
Yeah.
office.
That's
Well, at
right.
least he's not down there with a red stapler in the
Right.
just
Oh, my
hanging
God.
out.
Oh, it's a
man.
nice place.
Hey, interesting fact. John Micah's son plays for Central.
Oh.
Yes.
So he's a dad
You
here
say
tonight too.
you're working until
That's
game
why
time.
we'll excuse that hat.
Right.
Everybody else is neutral.
Right.
You're allowed to be dad here in just a few
Right.
moments. And we appreciate you taking some time with us. I know we've got Principal Shauna Sparrow Lang's going to join us here in just a few moments, and we're really excited.
I bet she's not neutral.
No, she is not neutral indeed.
not.
And so, but we
I saw her rolling in. I saw her and a lady dressed in grizzly swag rolling in the grass a little while ago, kind of wrestling. I thought, what are you all doing over there? I think it was just another mother of one of the grizzly.
That's
football-
right.
So,
You know how those mother grizzlies are.
yeah, she's on the way up here right after this break. Right?
she is indeed, and we appreciate it. John Micah, thanks for taking some time with us. We greatly appreciate all that you do within the school system, and it's probably a thankless job most of the time, but we will say thank you today.
Well, thank you. Appreciate being here.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Shonda Sparrow Lang joins us here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. We're back after this.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Maury County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
We all live very busy lives. Sometimes we just need a break. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra pair of hands to help out? Let me introduce you to New Dawn Cleaning Service. No job is too big or too small because they do it all. From residential to commercial, they offer standard cleaning, construction cleaning, carpet shampooing, and window cleaning. Whether you are looking for a one-time service or regular scheduled cleaning plan, New Dawn is ready to help. With years of experience, you can relax, kick back, and call New Dawn Cleaning Service at 615-977-6901.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wall Cover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wall covering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
Here on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. Glad to have you guys with us. Chris Yao alongside Drake Colley. Not only are we on the Front Porch Sports Network, but of course our friends at Kennedy Broadcasting, WKOM 1017 FM, broadcasting across southern Middle Tennessee here on this beautiful Friday.
And tell the folks, if you're listening to us on the radio right now, you can get home or pull up on your phone, Facebook,
YouTube,
X, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. We're there.
I like to pull it up on my YouTube on the Roku on the Roku TV, and
kick back.
You can see. I mean, it's fantastic.
And act
really
like you're watching high school Columbia Central football on your 60-inch screen.
It really is pretty impressive.
Awesome.
So we're really excited. We've got a lot of great guests with us. We've got Principal Shonda Sparrow-Lang from Columbia Central, her assistant principal, Miss Sonia Cathy, and a couple of new athletic directors.
Yeah, wow, yeah. Now, how many athletic directors? Shonda Sparrow, Principal Sparrow. How many athletic directors does one school need?
We're just that good. So I mean, we just share the love around here. We just share the love.
One more, just a little help.
So actually, Miss Kathy is our athletic administrator, and then we have Coach Washington and Coach McDonald, who are our assistant ADs. So. One of them kind of overtakes the fall sports, and the other one is spring sports. So
okay,
yep.
All right, we got you. And really, I didn't know we were going to have Coach Joe Washington up here. This is Coach Washington. Welcome to the show. This is our game day show. I know we got football going on, but I know what you're thinking about right now.
Yes, sir.
You're thinking about basketball.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you what, and I'm sure you know the history and the legacies that Columbia Central High basketball has had over the years. Yeah, I'm sure you're well aware of that, and this is your first year on the job. Talk a little bit about how the transition. Now, you came from Memphis, right?
Yes, sir.
Where were you in Memphis before you came to Columbia Central?
Well, before here at Columbia Central, I last stopped at Raleigh Egypt High School in Memphis, Tennessee. I did 3 years there. Memphis Melrose High School, and Kip Collegiate High School as a head high school coach.
So that's cutting your teeth on some pretty big, pretty famous and historic programs themselves down in Memphis.
Yes, sir.
And so then you got the call. You came up here and interviewed for the Columbia Central job and talk about the transition a little bit. How are things going?
Man, the transition has been smooth. When I came back and made an interview, I met with Principal Sparrow, AD John McDonald, man, and it felt like home automatically. To talk about restoring the roar and being here at Central High School. I was a graduate from Memphis Central High School, where we were the high school. So to come here and one of our mottos is there's no place like Central. It felt like home. So the transition has been smooth. They welcomed me in. They've trusted me with this great program, and I'm ready to take off and run with it.
Well, I know being from Columbia my whole life and calling quite a bit of high school basketball for almost 3 decades, I personally understand the fever and the, how do I say it, just the community wanting and really praying to get Columbia Central back to where they were a dominant force in the Middle Tennessee area in basketball. And I'll tell you what, and I'll be honest with you, and Principal Sparrow Lang, you know this also.
I know that you called a lot of texts and fouls on me when you ref. I do know that.
Here we go. Well, I'm about to be the new referee here. Hold on.
And that's
back to your corners.
And that's because you. That's not because you were playing fairly. I'm just gonna tell you. The only reason I called those because you were breaking the rules.
We were a little dirty.
But let's talk. I mean, one of the best, other than a college, really considered for many years, other than a college coaching job, the head coaching men's basketball job here at Columbia Central was coveted as maybe the second best job to coach basketball in the state of Tennessee. And I mean, we had Lake Kelly here, so there's a lot of shoes to fill.
Yes, sir.
And Joe, I'm just guessing you're up for the challenge.
Yes, sir. I'm definitely up for the challenge. And like you said, this is a great job. This is exactly what I saw when I interviewed. The second time around, they showed me around. We talked about a few things, and I said, man, this is a gold mine, and some great things can happen here at Columbia Central.
Now it seems in today's world, in today's climate of high school athletics, in a big, kind of a large high school like we have here in Columbia, sometimes you have athletes that or great athletes that don't want to participate. They don't want to make, and so your job as a coach is kind of find those athletes and sit them down and talk to them,
baby,
and recruit them. I mean, you got to convince them. Hey, you could be a great player. You could do great things in life. You know, you just need to you need to come out and let's get to work. And Coach Washington, I'm sure you know that, and Principal Sparrow Lang and our athletic directors, you got to kind of find those kids out and sit them down, have that one-on-one conversation.
I will say this, as far as recruiting the hallways, I think if anybody up here has done it well, it's been John McDonald. He's changed the culture of that softball program at Columbia Central in the last couple of years just by doing that. So he knows the benefits of recruiting the hallways.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think what we have up here now with Coach McDonald, Coach Washington, and our other coaches, I think they scope out talent, and they're building relationships is what, Miss Kathy and I both have backgrounds in, coaching and playing a lot of sports. So I think, we're on a good trajectory here at Central High School, and making sure that we not only build those relationships and building players on the field and on the court, but off the court and off the field as well. And so when we really vetted hard looking for Coach Washington, and I must say we were kind of, all the accolades that we were, Coach McDonald and I got when we said, hey, doing our research and looking, and then we had coaches from Tennessee and Memphis and Austin Peay and just Tennessee State University. It was so many college coaches who, welcomed Coach Washington. Like, you guys got a gift, and so we are expecting great things this year.
That media blitz that you got right after the hire was announced was pretty impressive. It was a long list I mean, when Penny Collins says you got a good one, you pretty much you pretty much say, okay, well, hard to argue now.
And another thing, same way, and Coach, you know this, and our athletic directors know this, and your softball coach and the principal, the commitment to Maury County Public Schools, and we've mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. Brand new, beautiful facilities. I mean, top-notch facilities. Coach Washington, you arrived right when they bought the new car. You know what I mean?
Yes,
you get to
sir.
drive around the new car, but the fields and that in itself helps you coaches and principals get kids involved. You know what I mean? It's not easy, but it's a little easier to get them involved when you have beautiful facilities and they have a little sense of pride.
Absolutely.
To play and look at playing for Columbia Central High School as a privilege, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Not a right.
Absolutely.
Just because you're a great basketball or softball player, football player, but it's a privilege to put on that purple and gold
Absolutely.
and play as a player, and you hold your players to certain standards.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just that simple. It's just that plain and simple.
Yep.
Right, Coach? I mean, your softball players are, Columbia Central softball is what it is. Sending players to University of Tennessee to play.
Yes, sir.
In a terrific lady ball program, and they understand that. There's that legacy there and that tradition there, and you coach that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a privilege to be able to put on the Central uniform and to represent your school. So in having that person like Sabaya Morgan that represented us here and going on and doing great things at University of Tennessee has just catapulted our program.
Sure.
For
Absolutely.
more girls wanting to come in and girls wanting to play the sport that may be happening in the past. So, but yeah, I mean the new fields, a great school and great employees and teachers and coaches. I mean, it all helps to.
It all goes together.
Get people coming in. Absolutely.
That's great. Okay. Hey, we're up against a break. Coach Washington, good to see you. Miss Kathy, good to see you. Guys, thank you so much for being with us. This is the Front Porch. Oh, excuse me. This is the Maury County Public School
Game
Day Show.
This is the Front Porch Sports Network. If you ever do that, just keep going with
the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll be right back.
There you go.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm proud third.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations. Hello, this is Rick.
All right, we're back here on the Front Porch Sports Network. Let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit since we've only got 3 of us here on the panel.
I like my music better.
Well,
Labor
yeah,
Day weekend.
I wish we could play more of it. I promise you. But
celebrate good times. Come on.
Luckily, that's not going to get us.
If you sing it, it won't be violating.
Yeah, it'll be just fine.
I see.
That's called a
There's no copyright.
cover.
There's no copyright violations if I sing it.
Not if it's on a cover, so we're good to go.
how could you not be in a celebratory
I don't know how.
And if you're cool in the game, don't you want your song played? I guess they want to be
I'm
paid
cool,
for it.
and y'all
they
are the
do
gang.
want to be paid for it, I
I'm
can tell you
cool, and
that.
y'all are the gang. So I mean,
I'm good with that.
we got
All right.
Hey,
We got three games to pick. We might pick a few more just for the fun of it. But last week, everybody except me went 3-2. I went 2-3, picking Spring Hill. Tough loss there, as we talked about earlier. But let's get into it.
all right. We know that the folks that aren't here, who they have picked tonight.
That's right. We'll start with Columbia Academy at Battleground Academy. Both these teams played in the Blue Cross Bowl last year. Both Chris Pointer and Eric Perryman taking the Wildcats of BGA.
I went to BGA for 1 year.
I'm sorry.
They kick you out.
Didn't like it.
They kick you out.
Yeah. I was just BGA wasn't big enough to hold me, Keith.
I hear you.
And so I had to come on back down with my tail between my legs.
You were cool, but you didn't have the game.
And at that time, I saved my dad about $7,000 or $8,000. So he wasn't too upset. He was upset, but not too upset. Not for too long. But I'll take BGA. I'll take the Wildcats.
I'm taking the Wildcats too.
I got BGA.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk about Spring Hill down in Linville. They take on the Richland Raiders and Nick Patterson. Both teams looking to get their first win of the year.
I mean, I hate to pick against Maury County School, but I got to take Richland Raiders. In the battle of the Raiders, I got to take the Richland Raiders. Orange and black.
I've looked at this game off and on all day long, trying to figure out how I was going to go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Richland win this game last year?
No. The last time they played was in 2020. Okay. Spring Hill won 19-14. I will say this. That was the last time. That was the first time they played since 1994 when they were region opponents.
1A schools.
I think Spring Hill's still going to be a little drunk off of their 13-0 loss to Summit last week. I think they might view that game as a win almost.
Everything I have heard this week is that Richland is much better than what they performed last week against Wayne County.
I was shocked that they lost that game last week. I thought Richland was going to run away with it. So, yeah,
well, I'm taking Richland.
They'd have to be.
I'm taking Richland. So
I think I got to go Richland, too.
I'm taking the Raiders, too. It's hard for me to pick against Nick Patterson. I'm a big Nick Patterson fan. So, Eric and Chris both went with Spring Hill. We've got...
That's because they're homers. That's why they took their homers. That's what they do. I'm not mad at them for being homers.
We got a couple minutes left, so let's go through. How about this one? How about Lawrence County at Loretta?
Wow.
Lawrence County beat Summertown last week.
I'm going with the Stangs. Mustangs.
Now
Mustangs.
They're both 0-1 too, right?
No, Lawrence County beat Summertown last week.
Yeah. I'm going Lawrence County.
I'm going Lawrence County as well. I thought Loretta was a lot better. They're apparently not. So
I like Loretta Lynn. I'm going to take Loretta.
There you go. All right.
Hurricane Mills, baby.
Yep.
How about Nolensville at Summit? We saw Summit last week. Yeah, that's. I'm with you. It's pretty no-brainer.
No, Nolensville got beat last week.
Don't matter. No-brainer.
But I still got Nolensville.
You know what? Nolensville might have been the school that got their first win against Columbia.
I bet they were. They might have been another one. I know it was Independence. Independence was definitely one. But
okay, well, you know. So
final one.
I'm going to take Nolensville. We're going to do this last.
Yeah, let's get it done real quick. Battle Creek or Columbia?
I got Columbia.
I'm going to take Columbia.
I got the Lions too. That's going to do it for us.
I want to hear that roar one more time.
Yeah, I wish we had it, but we don't. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.